We will now begin with our priority boarding. I kindly ask all business class passengers, as well as non-serving members, senators, Starlines, gold card holders, and passengers with exterior tickets to hold their boarding passes and proceed to the exits. I kindly ask all other passengers to wait for further announcements. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. This is the captain speaking. My name is Thomas Kunzerk. Together with my colleague, Mr. Andreas Treppold, we would like to welcome you out of the cockpit of the Austrian E195 on the flight from Brussels. Flight departure some information from the flight deck. Due to the present weather situation here at the airport, we have a restricted traffic flow between the aircraft here at the airport, and therefore we have to wait another 10 minutes before we can expect our start of approval. The flying time today will be around 1 hour and 15 minutes, and during the flight my colleague will give us some more detailed information. In the meantime, I wish you already now a very pleasant stay on board. Thank you much for your attention, and bye-bye. Cabin crew, arms lights.
Please stow your carry-on baggage in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. If you are seated in a first row or in an emergency exit row, stow your carry-on baggage in the overhead bins only. Aus Sicherheitsgründen sind Sie verpflichtet, sich anzuschnallen, wann immer Sie Ihren Sitzplatz eingenommen haben. Dies gilt auch dann, wenn die Anschnallzeichen erloschen sind. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, for safety reasons, you are required to have your seatbelt fastened whenever seated. This also applies if the seatbelt signs are switched off. Thank you. In Kürze servieren wir Ihnen einen kleinen Snack. Dazu bieten wir Ihnen Kaffee, Tee sowie kalte Getränke an. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit und genießen Sie jetzt Ihren Flug. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we will serve you a small snack along with coffee, tea and cold drinks. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight now.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again the captain speaking has promised us some information to our flight. Our present position, we are overhead the Bavarian territory, overhead Germany. For the time being we're cruising at an altitude of 12,200 meters and the speed above ground is at the moment 880 kilometers per hour. The remaining flying time to our destination should be not more than 50 minutes, so as it looks right now we can expect later on a delay of approximately 15 minutes when we're going to land in Brussels.
The latest thermal report we received from the destination, Brussels itself, reports nearly no wind. We have a good visibility, a cloudy sky, and the temperatures plus 18 degrees Celsius. Ladies and gentlemen, for the remaining flight time, I would like to wish you a very pleasant stay on board. Thank you much for attention, and I wish you a very nice remaining day in Belgium. Bye-bye.
We are already approaching Brussels. I kindly ask you to store your handbags again and fasten your seatbelt.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous espérons que vous avez eu un excellent vol. Nous entamons maintenant notre descente. Je vous demanderai donc de ranger votre bagage à main et d'attacher votre ceinture.
gentlemen, welcome to Brussels. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until our colleagues from the cockpit switched off the fasten seatbelt signs. It was a pleasure for us having you as our guests this afternoon, and we hope to see you soon again on another Austrian flight again. We are sorry for the delayed arrival. Nevertheless, I wish you a nice remaining and successful afternoon here in Brussels or a quick and pleasant onward journey. Thank you for flying today with Austrian and Compañía.
Cabin crew, descent slides please.